Hello guys, welcome back to Red Hot TV today. Oyo government, Afenifere, YCE or KIK as Fulani headers get quit notice in Oyo State. The Oyo State government, Yoruba Council of Elders, YCE, and Yoruba Socio-Political Organization, Afenifere, yesterday rallied against renowned freedom fighter Chief Sunday Adeyemo, aka Igboho, over a 7-day ultimatum he gave Fulani headers in Ibarakpa North local government area of Oyo State to leave the area because of unending killings and kidnapping. Though the trio expressed concern over the kidnapping activities of some of the headers, they, however, said such ultimatum could fan the embers of disunity. This came on a day Amotekun Corps Commandant in Osun State, General Bashir Adewimbi, retired, disclosed that the security outfit is exploring grassroots policing to curb insecurity in the states. However, Adeyemo, who spoke on a private radio program in Ibadan, Oyo State, hinted that the Fulani headers have more sophisticated weapons than operatives of the Western Nigerian Security Network, codenamed Amotekun. Igboho, a popular figure in the southwest zone, insisted that Fulani headers must fish out the killers of prominent Yoruba sons and daughters. He regretted that men recruited into Amotekun are educated people who knew nothing about traditional powers. His words, Amotekun shouldn't be for those who are educated, but for local traditionalists who are fortified. The government is supposed to involve Areona Kankanfo and other traditionalists like OPC, that is Odua People Congress, Agbekuya, local hunters, and if I'm invited, I am ready to render help. I have men who can assist if the situation gets out of hand. One Jabele called my attention to how Fulani men are maltreating Yoruba in the area and how they are killing, kidnapping, and their seriki collecting ransom from their victims. I intervened after the people and leaders in the area called me to do so. When I got there, they complained of the several murders that happened lately. They expressed their helplessness and that the situation had become unbearable and wanted the Fulani headers out. I asked about the head. They mentioned the Seriki, who they say nobody can confront. They said the Seriki is so powerful that when the police arrested his son, within 72 hours, there will be crisis. Of course, the police released them after they have been threatened. When I got to Seriki's residence, he called a senior police officer. I said no problem. He gave me the phone. Just then, one of my boys called my attention to the fact that the Fulani man had pointed a gun at me, and I dared him to shoot. We took the gun. Soon after, another person fired a shot. We rushed and grabbed the pump-action gun. Then I went to Seriki and told him, these are guns. He apologized. At that point, I insisted those who killed Dr. Aborode, Alhaja, and others must be fished out. His response was, I am scolding the boys who did the job. I said, really? What amazed me was the type of vehicles in his compound, vehicles such as Camry, Venza, and Range Rover. I wondered if it was through the 80,000 naira cows he made the money to acquire these exotic cars. Such funds can only be through kidnapping. The Fulani around Seriki's compound that day were more than 1,000. They were issuing threats. They said it was their land and asked if we didn't know the president is one of them. They boasted that it was only Buhari who can order them out. I further stated, if that is the case, you all should leave. If you cannot produce the killers of Dr. Aborode, Alhaja, Fatai, and many others, as well as those who were abducted and beheaded. Reacting to Igboho's ultimatum, the special advisor to Governor Seyi Makinde on security matters, Mr. Fatai Owosheni, said, as Nigerians, everyone is free to live in any part of the country. We should be careful of what we say. It is not good to ask them to leave. When we say that, we should think about our own people living with them in their areas too. We should not fan the embers of disunity. While asking the youth to support Sunday Igboho, the former president of YCE, Dansaki Samuel Agbede, said those fomenting trouble and threatening the Southwest should be identified and driven away. Agbede said, we can't ask all Fulani to leave. Not all Fulani men are bad. Some of them have been living in Yoruba land for long. Those ones go about their legitimate businesses. We in YCE give our absolute support to Sunday Igboho to send those headers who kill, kidnap, and maim our people away. Those who came to our land threatening us and saying our land belongs to them. The youth should support him to ensure that none of those violent ones are allowed to stay. On his part, Afenifere's National Publicity Secretary, Yinka Odumakin, said Igbo had no powers to expel anyone. He said, Sunday Igboho is a private citizen and has no powers to expel other citizens. Though we understand his pains about the negative activities of some of the Fulani. Also reacting, the Seriki Fulani in Oyo State, Alhaji Saliu Abdul Kadri, said when Igboho visited him, he was about to tell him that they arrested some Yoruba kidnappers at Igongon and Takpa who were handed over to the police. Abdul Kadri said, suddenly they began shooting sporadically and hit 4 of us, after which they set our huts ablaze. He then brought out a gun, put it in his mouth, swearing by Ogun's name that he must not meet us here at the expiration of the ultimatum. They then left. We may be regarded as visitors, regardless of the number of years spent here. But I grew up here, I am married here, I have children who are over 45 years old. I have built houses here at Igongon. This place is our source of livelihood. Meanwhile, the chairman of Amotekun in Oyo State, General Kunle Togun, retired, said yesterday that the capacity of the outfit to rid the forest in Oyo State of kidnappers can be attributed to the support given by the Hunters Association of Nigeria during the operations. Togun, who spoke with Vanguard, hinted that the collaboration helped operatives of the outfit to easily disarm the foreign bandits in the forests, who he said were usually found with guns, poisoned arrows, cutlasses, knives, and dangerous amulets. His words, we are having the success of arresting these bandits and disarming them through the support we got from the Oyo State chapter of the Hunters Association of Nigeria. The hunters know the terrain and have the spiritual powers to disarm these foreign bandits That is why we sought their collaboration. As I'm talking with you, we have seized about 8 sacks filled with poisoned cutlasses, arrows, daggers, and amulets. We will not relent in flushing out these criminal-minded foreigners. If they cannot peacefully contribute to the development of Nigeria's economy, they have the liberty to relocate to their countries or any other country. So guys, whatever you have to say concerning this, you drop your comments in the comment section. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.